Picture this. The world's gone sideways, grocery stores are empty, power's out, and the chaos has begun. But while everyone else is panicking, you're cool as a cucumber because your pantry is stocked with the ultimate survival foods that could last years. We're not talking about your everyday snacks. We're diving deep into Costco to uncover food that laughs in the face of expiration dates. These are 10 Costco foods that never expire. First up, dehydrated egg powder. This stuff is a real game changer. Picture this, you're stuck in the middle of a crisis, power's out, but you've got a protein-packed breakfast ready to go. Stored in a cool, dry place, dehydrated egg powder lasts practically forever. Plus, it's incredibly versatile. Want scrambled eggs during a snowstorm? Done. Need to add richness to your survival bread? Egg powder's got you covered. It's not just about staying alive, it's about staying satisfied. Pancakes, baked goods, or even just a boost of protein for your meals. Egg powder can do it all. In a survival situation, morale matters, and trust me, being able to whip up some fluffy scrambled eggs or a pancake stack will lift your spirits. So next time you're at Costco, grab a few bags. It's light, compact, and worth every penny when times get tough. Raw honey, also known as liquid gold, is a prepper's best friend. Why? Because it never expires. Archaeologists have found honey in ancient Egyptian tombs thousands of years old, and guess what? It was still good. That's the kind of longevity we're talking about. But raw honey isn't just a sweet treat, it's also a natural antiseptic, great for treating wounds, soothing sore throats, and boosting your energy. Plus, in a world of chaos, a little sweetness goes a long way in keeping morale up. Honey can be used in your tea, drizzled over oatmeal, or even as an emergency sugar substitute for baking. If you're stocking up for the long haul, raw honey is a must-have. Whether it's for survival or a small taste of comfort in the apocalypse, be glad you got a jar or 3 on hand. Apple cider vinegar is like the Swiss Army knife of your survival pantry. It's not just for salad dressings. This stuff has a shelf life that can last for years if stored properly. When it comes to versatility, apple cider vinegar has your back. Need to preserve a batch of vegetables from your survival garden? Fighting off a cold? Apple cider vinegar with warm water will give your immune system a boost. Plus, it works wonders as a natural cleaner and disinfectant. In a survival situation, apple cider vinegar can also act as a digestive aid, helping to keep your body running smoothly. It's one of those multi-purpose items you don't realize you need until it's crunch time. And trust me, when it's crunch time, you'll be glad you have a bottle or 5 of this on hand. So next Costco trip, don't forget the apple cider vinegar. Next up, buckwheat pasta. Now, this isn't your average spaghetti. It's a powerhouse of nutrition, packed with protein and fiber. Buckwheat pasta can fuel you through the toughest survival situation. Unlike traditional pasta, it's gluten-free and has a much longer shelf life, which makes it a great choice for preppers, especially those with dietary restrictions. Buckwheat pasta isn't just filling, it's versatile. Whether you boil it, bake it, or fry it up into a crispy noodle cake, it's a fantastic option to keep things interesting when food options are limited. Plus, it pairs well with pretty much any survival sauce or canned food you've got stocked. In a world where you need every calorie to count, buckwheat pasta will help keep you going. Next time you're at Costco, grab a few packs. It could be the difference between feeling full or going hungry in a crisis. Whole milk powder is a survival staple you'll be glad to have in your stockpile. While fresh milk spoils quickly, whole milk powder, when stored properly in an airtight container, can last for years, even decades. It's packed with essential nutrients like calcium and vitamin D, both critical for maintaining strong bones and a healthy immune system during stressful times. But that's not all. Whole milk powder is incredibly versatile. Need a refreshing glass of milk? Just add water. Want to boost your morning oatmeal or cereal with some extra nutrition? Stir in some milk powder. You can even use it for baking, adding richness to your bread, biscuits, or survival pancakes. In a crisis, little comforts make all the difference, and being able to enjoy familiar foods like creamy oatmeal or a warm glass of milk can be a morale booster. Plus, it's lightweight and compact, so it won't take up much room in your storage. Many preppers overlook whole milk powder, but it's a game changer in the long term. So in your next Costco run, don't forget to grab a few bags. When fresh milk's out of reach, you'll be glad you planned ahead. Dried beans are the unsung heroes of the prepper world. Packed with protein, fiber, and essential minerals, these little guys are nutritional powerhouses. Best part? When stored properly in a cool, dry place, dried beans can last for decades. That's right, decades of affordable, filling food at your fingertips. Beans are incredibly versatile too. You can make soups, stews, chilies, or even grind them into flour. Once you've mastered the art of cooking dried beans, you'll have a reliable source of protein to sustain you through the toughest times. And with so many varieties, black beans, pinto beans, chickpeas, kidney beans, you can mix it up to avoid fatigue. So on your next Costco run, stock up on a variety of dried beans. When the shelves are empty and fresh food is a distant memory, you'll be grateful for these little nutritional powerhouses waiting in your pantry. Sea salt might not seem exciting, but in a survival situation, it's worth its weight in gold. Why? Because it never expires. That's right, sea salt can last forever. It's essential for seasoning, preserving food, and maintaining the body's vital functions, like regulating fluids and nerve transmission. In a world without refrigeration, sea salt can be used to preserve meats and vegetables, extending their shelf life by drawing out moisture and preventing bacterial growth. Plus, it's critical for making your food taste halfway decent when fresh options are gone. Sea salt is also packed with trace minerals, which are key to staying healthy over the long term. So next time you're stocking up at Costco, don't overlook those giant bags of sea salt. It may not seem glamorous, but in a long-term grid-down scenario, it could be the difference between food safety and spoilage. White rice is a survival staple for good reason. This humble grain has been feeding civilizations for centuries and has a shelf life that lasts practically forever. When stored in an airtight container, white rice can last for decades. Compared to brown rice, white rice has a much longer shelf life, making it the clear choice for long-term storage. White rice is also incredibly versatile. You can boil it, steam it, fry it, or even grind it into flour. It's a blank canvas for whatever ingredients you have on hand: beans, canned meats, veggies, you name it. In a survival situation when food options are limited, rice provides the carbs and energy you need to keep going. So when you're making your next Costco trip, don't forget to grab a few giant bags of white rice. It's affordable, filling, and could be the cornerstone of your emergency food stash. Oats, whether rolled or steel cut, are another survival food that deserves a place in your pantry. They're packed with fiber, protein, and essential nutrients, making them a nutritious and filling option that will keep you going when times get tough. Best of all, oats have a long shelf life. When stored properly, they can last for years. Oats are also incredibly versatile. You can make oatmeal, use them in baking, or even grind them into flour for breads or pancakes. Plus, you can get creative by mixing them with dried fruits, nuts, or honey for a morale-boosting breakfast in the middle of a crisis. Whether you're fueling up for a long day or looking for something comforting to eat, oats are a perfect lightweight food to have on hand. Next time you're at Costco, grab a few bags. They're easy to store and will keep your family fed and satisfied for the long haul. Canned fish like tuna, salmon, and sardines are a protein-packed powerhouse perfect for long-term survival situations. These little cans of goodness are not only shelf-stable for years, but they're also loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for brain and heart health. When fresh meat is out of reach, canned fish becomes a go-to source of protein, vitamins, and healthy fats. Tuna can be thrown into salads, mixed into pasta, or eaten straight from the can. Salmon can be used in patties, added to stews, or paired with crackers for an easy meal. Sardines are small but mighty. They're packed with nutrients like calcium, which helps keep your bones strong in tough times. Canned fish is also easy to store and requires no refrigeration, making it an essential item for your prepper pantry. So when you're loading up at Costco, don't forget to toss in a variety of canned fish. It may not be glamorous, but when protein is scarce, these cans could be a lifesaver. Trust me, when times are tough, that quick boost of energy from a can of tuna or sardines could make all the difference. If you found this useful, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you never miss a tip that could keep you ahead of the curve. Until next time, stay ready, stay sharp, and remember, the future belongs to the prepared.